Step 1 for creating a Google site. From your waffle, click Sites as an option. This will bring up your home screen that will contain a list of all of the websites you've created. As you can see, I have a number of test sites that I started playing with first before I started creating my formal sites. To create a new site, click Create. From here, you can either choose to use a blank template or browse the gallery. In all honesty, I recommend starting with a blank template. The templates here are kind of frustrating to work with, and you end up deleting more and redesigning it than you actually do using the template. So I always recommend starting with a blank template. You can also name your site. Once you name it and create it, that name is set in stone. So make sure that you want the name, you're set with the name, and you're ready to create. On the same screen, you can see the site location. It'll give you what the website address will look like. You can then select a theme. Google has a number of pre-designed themes for you that you can choose from. We'll go ahead and just pick that one for today. You also have, if you keep scrolling all the way to the very bottom, you have what's called More Options. When you click this, underneath, you can put in categories or a site description in case somebody Googles your website and is looking for it. Once you have all of these basic options, your template choice, your name, you're okay with the website address, you've picked your theme, go ahead and click Create. So when your website is created, you have one page to begin with. On this one page, over on the left-hand side, you'll see a sidebar. Up here is the home bar, and you have a couple different buttons up here. If you want to edit this one page that you have, you simply click the edit button, and then all of your layout options are available for you. You can go to Insert. This is where you insert all of your fun stuff. Your videos, your Google Drive options, your charts, you can even embed your calendar. You can format all of your different headings. You can insert a table. This is where your layout option is at. I prefer to have multiple columns when creating a website versus maybe just one. So we'll go ahead and just click on that and you can see the difference. The help button is here, and then your font choices to embed a link. Here's the thing with Google websites is you have to click save. We typically have gotten out of the habit of not clicking save with our Google Docs, but with Google Sites, you do have to click save whenever you make a change. So I've made my changes that I want, let's say, to this page. Let's say I want a second page. I want this to be my home page, and then I create tabs or an additional page. Here's my create a page button. When I click on this, it'll ask me to name what my page is going to be. I can decide what template I want to use. I typically stick with web page. I can decide where I want it to fall on the tab, and I'll show you how to move that around in just a minute. I'm going to go ahead and click Create. And now I have test page 2. So over on the left-hand side, you can see here's my home page. Here's my test page. And then my sitemap. You can edit test page just like you would your home page. You keep building additional pages simply by editing your page or creating an additional page. You can add files directly. You're going to want to use this option when you want to upload things like a Word document. Your next option is your gear button up at the top. This is where your more actions is. You can see the revision history of your website. Go to your page settings. You can print a page, copy a page, move a page, delete a page. Typically, when it comes to this option, there are two big pieces that I really think you need to know about, and the first one's called Edit Site Layout. When you click Edit Site Layout, this is going to provide a different type of option for you at the top. There's a header button, so I can take the header off if I wanted to, and it would take the header off all of my pages. So this, when you're in Edit Site Layout, it's editing all of your pages to look identical. You can do horizontal navigation. I prefer horizontal navigation. This is where those tabs come across the top versus the sidebars. I think the sidebars are a little outdated and that the tabs at the top look better. So I'm going to go ahead and click sidebar and take it off. You can also add a custom footer. And you can modify your theme. You can customize it a little bit. Then also when you're in Edit Site Layout, this is where you can edit things like the coloring and the background of your page design. You can add logos. You can upload a file. You can also modify your tabs. So if I click on horizontal navigation, this is where I can control where my pages are. So for example, as you can see, test page 2 is not up here. It's missing. So I'm going to click on this. I'm going to click Add a Page, and then I'm going to select test page 2. I can choose to have it in box form, tab form, or links. I like tabs personally, so I'm going to change that to tabs. And now you can see I have tabs up at the top, and my test page 2 shows up. I'm going to go ahead and click close, and it should change my changes when I've done that. The other option under the gear that I use a lot is what's called Manage Site. When you click on Manage Site, here you can see and modify your pages, your recent activity, your page templates, your sharing and the permissions, the themes and the colors. You can add different descriptions here as well. So anytime you need to make a major change, you're going to want to go to this setting. Let's go back to our website. So really quickly, I've gone over how to create your basic homepage, how to add a page, how to modify the page, and modify or edit the site. The last thing you need to think about doing is sharing. So here's your share button when it comes to your site. When you click on this, if you send this link, you'll see that it allows editing up here at the top. If you send this link out, we're going to want to change that. You're going to want to change it to public on the web and can view. And now it's public on the web like a website. And this is the link that you would send to people. You can add additional people, just like you would a Google Doc. So if you want multiple people who can collaborate and edit on a website, all you have to do is add their name here, can edit, and it'll shoot them an email. That's really the basics, really quick. I can come over early to kind of go over any questions you may have, but this will definitely get you started for the website you want to create today.